Hey guys, welcome back and welcome to another reading. So I decided to incorporate this series or element maybe to our channel where we do a current energy check-in for the weekends. And we're going to keep it in the all signs format so that you can just jump ahead to your sign and see what's going on going into the weekend. I hope to have these released by Friday at the latest, Saturday, on a weekly basis. And then of course we're still gonna do the monthly reads for the signs and also the pick a cards as well. So by the way, for the pick a cards, I'll be posting polls, so make sure that you participate. Go ahead and vote. I want to make more content that you guys want to see, that you'll enjoy. But that being said, the timestamps for each of these will be below, and we are going to start with Aries. It's interesting. I was planning on starting with Pisces because that's what I did for the last all signs, but I changed my mind at the last minute. So perhaps some of you this weekend are making some split-second decisions. I would say that that's pretty normal for you. You don't like to dwell. You don't mince words. Why wait when you know what you want? Queen of Cups. For some of you, what you want is a water sign. It could be honestly, I feel like it could be any of them, because if I remember your October read well, you're kind of surrounded by the water signs. There's a lot going on with you and them. It's very love-hate is what's coming to mind. What else is this Queen of Cups energy about? I think that you guys really need to take care of yourselves, and hear me out here. I just mean, like I said, you're already in that energy where you're making a lot of split-second decisions. That Capricorn energy, you're working strong right now. You're working strong, and you're working well. Very well. And I think that sometimes you can kind of run yourself ragged or not take care of yourself as well as you should, because you're just so focused on the results that you're trying to achieve. And it's amazing. You know, this is one of the things that I admire about you, and that the people about you see, or excuse me, the people around you admire about you and respect you for. But you definitely need to give back to yourself. That's what this Queen of Cups card here is also about. It's about self-care. It's about self-love. So the fact that this is in the overall energy and it's the first card coming out, do some nice things for yourself. But let's talk about this water sign. I feel like that's really why you're here, right? You know, that's really why you're here. What's up with this? Okay, okay, listen. I mean, all right. I didn't mean to put you on blast like that, but so you have a lot of feelings for the water sign. And I think to say that you have a lot of feelings for them is an understatement, because I think for a lot of you, it's something deeper. And I think that that whole concept of something being really real or something being really deep, it might be it feels like heaven. Euphoria is what comes to mind. Now, your energy isn't on the table. It's just their energy if you guys are dealing with a water sign, or just someone who is very, I think that it shocks you just how empathetic they are and how compassionate they are and understanding. I think you are all of these things. So when you meet someone that matches that vibration and you guys can stand on equal footing and both bring something to the table, it becomes a very rewarding situation if you can take care of it and take care of each other, and if you keep up with the maintenance. I'm seeing like random acts of love, random acts of showing love, random acts of spreading love. This could be you, or this could be the people around you, or this could be how you are approaching this relationship, or how you maybe view this relationship. Two of Pentacles. I don't know that this person really has time for love. Or someone, there's a perception here that something is just, it can feel at times like it's too hard to handle, or like it's, I'm hearing too deep or too much, but you're handling it, or they're handling it anyways this weekend. So I feel like you guys are making time for the people that you love, for the people that you care about. And I think that you're learning a lot about maybe people who, there's this whole thing here about the concept of time. And, you know, you really have to look at just what someone's actions are. Their presence, the amount of effort that they're putting in says a lot about how they feel about you and a lot about how you feel about the relationship. And that road goes both ways, because this is also something that you must remember about yourself, because I do think that there are people who are maybe viewing the lack of effort on your part to be there, to be a part of their lives, to contribute, to work the relationship. And this is not meant to sound accusatory. I'm an Aries myself, so just being honest, like this is a read, and I just want you to hear me out here and just don't think I'm coming for you. I'm just keeping it a buck. So what I'm trying to say is that your tendency to be independent, to be distant, I think for you, it's something that just comes natural to you. It's just who you are. I feel like you're more productive, and I think that you still have so much love for the people in your life. But I just think that you guys, when you're alone, it's like you're in your element. And I don't mean like alone in the world. I just mean like you are very independent. So I say all that to say, you not being present in someone else's life because you are doing your own thing could send a message that you are not interested, or that you don't care, with that King of Swords energy. And I think that there are some people that you're recognizing don't really care because of their lack of effort. For some of you, it's a Gemini, it could be a Taurus, it could be someone that's on the Taurus-Gemini cusp. And I feel like this situation with this person it's been nothing but drama. And all it does is you end up back here. It's like, for some of you, it's like you might be feeling like, I'm gonna end up alone anyways, or like people are just gonna abandon you anyway, so why even go out on a limb? Why even go the extra mile? Why even do that why even do that much for someone who just isn't going to appreciate it, or appreciate you, or respect you, or acknowledge your existence or your presence? You know that you deserve better. Some of you need to hear that. And I don't think that you're hurt. I don't think that you're bitter. I just think that you need to believe in what you know to be true. There could be an air sign that you guys are working with. This looks like a working relationship, and I would say that it is, it's going to be a positive one. So that, yeah, it's going to be a positive one. I think that this could be a different Gemini. This person, anyone new coming into your life that you're going to be working with, it's best if you work with the understanding that this person is not telling you the whole story, and this person is not being honest with you. I think that this person is all right. So let's talk about these really quick. We already talked a lot, but I just want to go through it really quick just to kind of tie things up here. So I feel like you need to worry about other people less and worry more about what you need. And it seems strange, giving you that advice after that whole spiel about how you need to be cognizant of how other people may be perceiving you. But the thing is, like, you're always, your pursuits, it's like it benefits all. What you're focusing on right now, what you're devoting your time or your energy to, it's like it's compassion filled. It's it's compassion filled, and I feel like many of you are paying it forward. And you guys know how I feel about this. When you're already doing so much and people make you do more because they are now experts in your value. They have an understanding now of what you're capable of. And I think that a lot of you may be experiencing deja vu. It's like you are reliving situations this weekend, and it's like, for some of you, you're doing it by choice. It's not all negative. I do think that there is some positive here. Look, there's a water sign that you have doubts about this, just to be honest with you, but I think you're okay with the outcome either way. Like I said, it's like you know your worth, you know your value, you know that it's like you'll always find better, like you'll always land on your feet. For some of you, it's like your partners get like more and more attractive. I feel like you date up. You know how you have some people that'll date back? Or it's like they peaked in terms of partners that they associate with. And if you're not dating and you're in a committed relationship, then that person has your heart, and it's the kind of love that will never die. Now, I said that there could be an air sign or two. I know there's only one King of Swords here, but like there are groups in the reading. I think that there's an air sign that, just to keep it straight up, you are wasting your time with. And I think that there could be an air sign that's coming in that is not being very forthright. And I think that a Leo may be involved in some way, shape, or form. A Leo has something to do with it. And to that, I would say, just continue to do things from love and continue to walk in the light. This energy, it has a way of outing itself, of airing itself out. So you don't really need to help it along. Really quick, guys, I forgot to pull some identifiers for you. So I think I'm just gonna like edit this into the video. But let's see if we can get some identifiers for your readings so you know who this reading was about. Okay, I feel like that's all we need. So for some of you, it could be we got no one compares to you. So like I said, you are quite adored, or you feel this way about someone in your life. There was a lot of love and adoration in your reading, Aries, and I think that many of you are a cut above the rest, is what I'm being told to tell you. And next we got here the X card, so there could be some interactions with one or more than one of your exes. Good luck with that. So next we got here blue eyes. Someone could have blue eyes in this situation. And we got October. So this month is super, super significant. Really, really significant. It definitely could be, like I said, around now that you are reconnecting with people, or I'm also hearing like missed connections. So you may not be connecting really, but just like maybe brushing past each other. And interesting, like this wild card down here, we got the ego card at the bottom of the deck, and ego was definitely charging the whole reading. So I do think that the people in your past, like I said, you have moved on to better. You date up. Period. All right, next up we got Taurus. Let's see what's going on for you guys this weekend. Post Aries full moon. So your overall energy, I shuffled quite a bit off camera, guys. So overall energy we got is the Ace of Pentacles. We love a money read. So Ace of Pentacles, let's talk about it, Taurus. I think that money's definitely on your mind. I think that some of you have recently seen an increase in the amount of money that you're making. It could have something to do with the fire sign, possibly. But there are conversations about money. It's like there are decisions to be made. Some of you might be balancing those checkbooks. There are decisions to be made, Taurus. This is what we were just talking about. And maybe you're like tired of having to spend it, or maybe you're just like spending your money on like useless shit. Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck, or maybe you feel like you're wasting your money, or for some of you it's like you don't know where it's going. Justice card, speaking of balance. So okay, I think that you are you're doing a lot of your planning in your head. And I think that it would help you to really get it on paper. I think it would really help you to get grounded. And I do think that you also need to consider the opinions of others less. Or it's like focus less on irrelevant opinions and focus more on what's relevant. Or listen to the advice that someone relevant is giving you. Some of you, I feel like you're dealing with someone who is so materialistic, and I think that you like to have nice things too, right? Like you can appreciate the finer things in life, and you can appreciate, yeah, like I said, just having nice things in your life. But I think that you are not obsessive. It's like you don't flaunt, Taurus. You don't flaunt. That's not your energy at all. It's like you just are abundance. You just are. For some of you, you are the truth. It's like you walk in this knowledge of your wealth. So for some of you, you might be dealing with a Libra. Wow, okay. So some shit is getting straightened out, that's for sure. I feel like somebody is getting set straight, or you might be setting someone straight. There could be a relationship forming here with a Gemini, but this person has secrets. So something is being set straight in the coming days, Taurus. That's for sure. Let's see where this goes. One more. Sorry if I just shake the camera. Okay. Let's talk about what's here. Actually, I want to grab some identifiers. Okay, we'll take all of those. Alright, so let's talk about the tarot first, and then we'll get into this juicy stuff. Alright, real quick. Yes, so there are some decisions to be made about what to do with your money. And I feel like maybe a lot of people have a lot of opinions about it, I feel like a lot of people are maybe jumping to conclusions about how much you have, and that's a message for some of you. For others of you, I think that you are trying to decide what to spend it on. We said that. And then for another set of you, I think that people are like wanting to tell you what to do with it, or it's like they're trying to police you is what's coming through. There's been some policing of money or of finances, and I think that the record is being set straight no matter which one of those categories you fall into. I think that things aren't going to be as up in the air. It's like they're going to become more black and white. And I'm also seeing like ironclad. Some of you may be dealing with a Libra. And I think that the situation with the Libra, it's there's something that I can't put my finger on. Because this almost looks to me like the destruction of truth. It looks like a disrespect for it. And it's like someone is taking the truth of a situation and they're dragging it through the mud. They're spitting on it. They don't appreciate it. They don't see it. But what's important to remember here is that you will be okay. There is this energy of purification that's in the reading. All things come to the light. And I think that your conscience is clear. So what we have here is let's just kiss and say goodbye. So some of you may just be washing your hands of a situation, or just, yeah, I feel like you're throwing your hands up about something. There's something really significant about having the hands in the air. I don't want to unpack that too much. I don't really know what that's about, but the message came through, so I just want to convey it. It could mean anything, but hands above the head, that's significant for someone. Next, we got here X. You could be dealing with your ex, or the current obstacle to overcome. It's like it's not a new issue. There's something that has a repetitive nature to it. Yeah, that's what this looks like here. This looks like a very vicious cycle. Justice, Tower, the world. One that is bound to end, that is destined to end. Like I said, the truth will out. So next we got here December. The month of December may be significant in some way, shape, or form. The number 7 could be you're born on the 7th day. Could be something is happening in 7 days. We got the letters S, T, or U. You could have, your name could start with one of those letters, first or last, or someone that you'll be interacting with, someone significant this weekend, their initials start with one of those letters. Next, we got here admiration. You are seen, Taurus. You are seen for who you are. Your conscience is clear. Excuse me. Somebody did not want me to tell you that. And next here we got June. The month of June may be significant. You guys could be dealing with a Gemini or a Cancer, okay? So this is what I have for you, Taurus. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. This was your weekend energy check-in, and I will see you next time. Hey, Gemini. So let's see what's going on for you guys this weekend. It's like everything has its place. It's like you're deciding where things go. You're making a lot of choices about what to do. For some of you, it's like you're picking up the pieces and you're building something magnificent. It'll be a masterpiece, it'll be a work of art, but it's like it's at this stage in the project where it's like you're surrounded by all the pieces, and all you have in your mind is the vision. All you have is that outcome that you're trying to build. So you're in the building stages. It's like bit by bit, drop by drop. Sorry if that like dripping water is annoying. I promise that wasn't planned. That literally started right before I started your reading. So some of you may be thirsty. Or you're dealing with some thirsty people. Let's be real. Like that's really what it is. Honestly though, like who isn't? We're all thirsty. Some of you may be dealing with a Taurus. I feel like some of you are kind of like violated by your workload, or you feel maybe violated by your to-do list. Could definitely be about work, but whatever it is that you invest in, whatever it is that you spend your time on, I'm gonna do something about the light, guys. Hold on. Stand by. That's better. So, yeah, Ace of Pentacles and the Sag card. So I think that you really know how to plan for the future. And I think that believing in this about yourself and just really tapping into that right now is going to help you make healthy financial decisions. Like I said, it's kind of like everything has its place. You're deciding where things need to go, and I think that you're exhibiting a lot of control over something around this time, and I think it's a good thing. I think that you are on top of it. Yeah. Oh. Look what was turned over after that whole after that little speech. Okay. So this could be about denial. This could be you pretending like everything is okay. Maybe trying to fake it until you make it. Or it's like there's been something achieved here, some kind of victory, but it feels empty. Like it's not what you expected it to be, like there is something that is missing. And going into this weekend, there is an opportunity to put some of those concerns that you have to rest. It's like the situation moves into a new phase. I think that shift happens in your mentality, in your perspective about the situation, in your understanding of what's going on, and what you have the ability to impact. But that shift in consciousness has a direct influence on your circumstances. And I think that a lot of you are making healthier choices. A lot of you are choosing better. A lot of you are choosing what feels right to you, what feels real to you. And it's like day by day. It's a process. It's a process, and it's one that you are almost at the end of. You've taken a lot of steps on this particular path. And with that like dripping water, this image kept like coming into my mind, how like a drop of water really just isn't that much water, but if you put a bucket underneath it over time, that bucket will get so full until it overflows. And there is a cup runneth over energy here for sure. But like I said, it is a process, something that you have grown to respect, something that you have grown to accept even. Because to get to this point, to achieve this amount of fruition and freedom and self-love and pride, there would have had to have been a lot of acceptance. In some way, shape, or form. I think that things are looking pretty good at work. I think that your money situation looks great. If you guys are dealing with a Sagittarius, I think that you're kind of done with this person. There's some kind of arrangement that isn't working out, that it's like you're getting tired of. Like there's something here about expenses. And the need for there to be restraint. Is there another one turned over? No. Okay. So what's the outcome for the 22nd to the 24th? Somebody's like withholding something, whether it's okay. We're gonna talk about it in a sec. Let's grab some identifiers for you. We can find out a bit more about who this reading is about. We're gonna get to those in a sec. But let's talk about your cards one more time, and then we'll talk about those identifiers. So all in all, like I said, Gemini, you're making some pretty big decisions around this time, and I think it has a lot to do with your money. It has a lot to do with things like your home, the things that bring you a sense of security. I feel like you're shelling out some extra bucks is here. Like you might be spending. Like I said, because there's some kind of like vision that you have in mind, the way that you want something to go, and you are willing to invest in these comforts. And that being said, there is also this kind of like feeling of like, where is it going? Where is it going? This obsessive materialism, and that's like the shadow side of it, and that's the warning here of what can happen when you have this like over what's the word? There's a lot of value being placed on things, and it's like you may be excelling in one part of your life when it comes to the things that you are able to manifest that require money, but there are some things that you can't throw money at to have. There's some things that you can't throw money at to fix. There are some holes that all the money in the world can't fill. But as I was watching the trailer for of course this would come up in your reading. I was watching the trailer for the Gucci movie, I think I think it's Gucci with Lady Gaga, and like in the trailer, there's this part where she says, crying in a Rolls Royce is better than being happy on a bicycle. And that's what this is. So the number 6 may be significant. And this could have something to do with you may be born on the 6th day is what this could be about, or the month of June may be significant. Also, what this is about is I think that you long for peace of mind within a situation. It's like you maybe want an equal give and take. You want harmony. And the thing about that is that, everybody wants it, but few find it. And when it presents itself, few value it. Few maintain it. Because of the projections that they put onto it, or the expectations that they set, or that they follow down paths that are dead ends. I think that there is some regret on the table, and I don't know if it's yours or if it's somebody else's. We got the initials here, S, T, and U. You could be dealing with someone that has, whose name starts with one of those letters, or your does, first name, last name, middle name. Next we got here, yes. So if you had a question, or if there was a question that came to mind, at any point in all this, the answer is yes. Next we got love. Ego, north, and 2, the number 2. So we got the directional card north. So we said, no, we didn't say that you could be moving. That was the Cancer read. You could be dealing with a Cancer. But some of you, yes, may be traveling north or moving north. And then we got love and ego. These two energies, they aren't complete opposites, or they aren't really opposites, but I feel like they do represent two different frames of mind, two different ways that one could be operating from. And it is possible for someone to be embodying both of these energies at the same time. Perhaps that's what this 2 card is about. So there may be a situation that, there is a lot of love in it, but it's just ego keeps it's the beast that's being constantly fed. And it has blown up in someone's face, and it has led to them feeling like they have missed out on something that they really wanted, because it's like they missed their opportunity to be vulnerable, or there's now going to be, or there is a lot of distance. For some of you, it could be the influence of someone from a distance. There is like a connection in the reading, like of something coming full circle. There is something very cyclical about it, and I think that it's a bit masochistic, or it could be sadistic if a choice is being made here to willingly go through this or put someone through this. It's like there's a choice presented to choose the light path or to choose the dark path, and someone chooses the path of darkness, and rather than taking responsibility for that choice, they project it onto someone else, or they're convinced that their way of viewing the situation is the right way. This went, oh, and look what's at the bottom of this. Let go or be dragged. Well, if that doesn't sum it up, this is your read, Gemini. It went a bit longer than I anticipated, but we needed that. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. All right, Cancer. So let's see what's going on for you guys this weekend. This is your weekend energy update for October 22nd to the 24th. So the overall energy for you, Cancer, we have the moon. So there is a Pisces. There's been a Pisces for some time. I think that this is someone that you know, perhaps. Wheel of Fortune, the Temperance card, and the Ace of Pentacles. So things are looking quite positive. So the Moon card being in the overall energy, I think that you guys you're stepping into a new phase. This is a time of transit, a time of transition for some of you. Six of Pentacles, you may be spending a lot of money around this time. Placing a bet, taking a risk. Yeah, Three of Wands at the bottom. So I'm definitely getting that like bet on it energy. It's like you're taking a chance, you're taking a shot. For some of you, you are maybe putting yourselves out there. I feel like you're blessing people. All is quiet on the Western Front is what's coming through. The West may be significant. Also, it's like, you know, the comfortability of the familiar, I think is what's really pleasing about this time. Yeah, I do think that also some of you are getting like, it could be gifts of money, or it's like there's money coming in that is owed to you, maybe that you have had your eye on. You've worked for this money. You've worked for these opportunities that you have in your life. And I think that this weekend you get to relax a little bit. You get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You get to put down those 10 wands that you've been carrying for ages. And it's like you just get to kick your feet up. Deck isn't upside down, is it? No, it's not. All right, let's talk about, let's grab some identifiers. I hope you guys are liking this new deck, because I definitely am. I hope that it helps you, that it gives you clues about who the read is about. I find it kind of anchors it, you know? Or it doesn't necessarily anchor it. I would say it more so elaborates. Some of you guys may be moving. Not sure if I said that. One more for Cancer. Okay. Okay. Let's... Okay. All right. Let's talk about the tarot first real quick, and then we will talk about those cards. So first things first, like I said, you are nearing the end of a difficult situation, or you're at the end of it. Well, I won't even say that it's difficult. I just think that I'm getting more so the energy of time consuming, of labor intensive, back-breaking in some cases, and you're really getting a chance to relax a little bit over the next few days. And if you ask me, I say enjoy it. Here it looks like you deserve it. Here it looks like it's what you've wanted for some time, and it looks like you are achieving it. Three of Cups, Chariot, and the Star. I mean, what could be better? The energy is phenomenal, and you have a lot to be proud of. You have quite a lot to show for your efforts, and I think that if you want to live it up this weekend and celebrate and have a great time, you definitely should. Some of you guys may be dealing with okay, things look good with the Pisces. It's symbiotic, it's give and take, it's peaceful, it's tranquil. If you guys are dealing with a Virgo, things look good with the Virgo as well. So I feel like you guys are very like non-confrontational, like you're trying to just like smile and wave is what I'm hearing here. If you are dealing with an Aquarius, I mean, like, so you're solid. You're solid. I feel like you are on cloud 9 around this time. If you guys are dealing with an Aquarius, or the Aquarius may have some kind of proposition for you, or some kind of idea, maybe. I don't know, guys. It doesn't look promising. The outcome doesn't look great when it comes to whatever this idea is. And I think that if you don't agree with something, if you don't want to participate in something, no one can force you to step out of this, this beautiful tranquil energy that you're in and dirty yourself again. So it would be good for your karma not to get involved in anything that you know that you shouldn't be involved in. Keep your nose clean, is what I'm being told to say. Someone may do drugs, like hard drugs, like cocaine. Okay. Yeah, I know that came way out of left field, but it's real. So the cards that came out here that we got, it's so interesting. We said that the west side was significant and the west card came out. So, I mean, that's confirmation if I ever saw it. Some of you may be dealing with someone whose initials start with an S, a T, or a U. The month of February may be significant. Someone may be born in that month, or there's something quite big that you have planned around that time. If it is a situation where you have something planned around that time, with the trust issues card, I feel like you might have cold feet about any big plans that you have. I mean, the cards, from the look of the cards, it looks like you don't have much to worry about, but I do think that you need to choose wisely about something down here, and it could have something to do with your plans for the future if it has nothing to do with an offer someone is bringing to the table. This is also a warning. I think it's about, taking on what you can handle, not biting off more than you can chew, and be a bit more careful about who you open up to. Next, we got here X and March. Some of you may be dealing with an X, could be an Aquarius, or there could be something here with your family this weekend, guys. And maybe it's someone here is reconciling, or there's some kind of recognition or acknowledgement of the truth of a situation, of what's really going on, and it's like that leads to change and that leads to a healing of the thing. But don't expect that healing to come about if honesty is scarce. If people are still lying, if people are still being petty, then I feel like healing or fixing something here that you may want to fix, it's gonna be a long shot. If this is someone that wants to fix that with you, but they don't want to come correct to you, I think it's gonna be a long shot. If you are wanting to go after something, or you want to pursue something and you want it with all your heart, you've been dreaming about it, you've been working really hard towards it, but you don't want to be honest about just how far you need to go, or how much you actually need to do, how much effort you actually need to put in, then it's It's going to be a non-starter. Overall, the reading looks good, Aquarius. It looks good, and I think that you should enjoy this time off that you have. I think that you should go a bit easier on yourself, and go easy on yourself is the main message. You know what you want, and you know what's right for you. So listen to that. This was your read. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Hi, Leo. Let's see what's going on for you guys for the weekend of the 22nd to the 24th. I'm hearing, I do what I want. Don't silence me. 9 of Pentacles. Feeling very independent around this time. And I feel like your money's looking really good. Your money's looking really, really good, Leo. I gotta say. To get the 9 of Pentacles in the overall energy, like you guys are going into this weekend feeling really good about yourselves and feeling really proud of the work that you're doing. You know, I think that you're very passionate people. I think that you care about how your time is being spent, and I feel like you're not going to take on any kind of responsibility and not and not take it seriously. So I just think that there's this there is this energy of responsibility, and you're proud of your accomplishments. You're proud of the work that you have done. 4 of Cups. I think that something that you guys have wanted for a very long time, you're gonna get it. But you don't believe me. You don't believe me. Why might that be? Could have something to do with the fire sign. For some of you, it's like your worst fears have come true. And it's making it a bit hard for you to enjoy the good. And I know that's so contradictory to what I said at the beginning of the reading, but it's just like that's the energy that wants to shine through. That's the overall energy with the 9 of Pentacles. That's what you must remember this month. That despite what may be going on around you, you do in fact have a lot to be proud of, that you should feel this way about yourself. You should feel like you made the right choice. You should feel like you are making the right choices, that you know what you're doing, because you do. But I just think that there's some combative energy around, and it has something to do with gossip. It has a lot to do with hearsay. I feel like people are playing games. They can't even talk. Like, do you feel like maybe someone is like uncontrollable? Like maybe someone went behind your back? Hangman in reverse. like I said, there's a situation here or someone that it's like maybe they're untamable, uncontrollable. And it's like the secret is out. Yeah. Somebody knows. I want one more. This is juicy. Whoa. All right. Okay. All right. We're going to talk about these. Let's get some identifiers so we can see, get some hints at who this reading is about. Okay. We are going to get to these in a sec. Yeah, so let's talk about what's here, Leo. So, there's a situation with a fire sign that's just not going the way that you expected it to. I think that you're maybe caught off guard by somebody really, I feel like you're shook. I feel like you're shook. Someone really caught you off guard, and I don't know if it's in a good way or if it's in a bad way. That part is open to interpretation. And I feel like in the long run, it's positive. But I just think that the process in the present is, there's a lot of moving parts to it. It's hard to control. And I feel like I don't know that you want to be controlling. I just think that you want there to be order. And I feel like there's a situation that you're done with, or maybe you feel like you have done all that you could, but it's just not enough. Some of you may be dealing with an Aries, a Pisces. If you are dealing with an Aries, I think that they're just like they're like a bullet train right now. And I feel like they're trying to break down barriers. They really want to break down walls. They are trying to reform. And not everyone responds well to that energy, I think, is what you're realizing. Not everybody can handle it. Now, when it comes to the Pisces, I think that they need time. And if you're dealing with a Gemini, I think that there's something going on with the Gemini that if you were worried about some kind of secret getting out or something becoming known, I think that somebody does know. Someone does know. And is it something that you should fear or worry about? It doesn't look like it. I don't think that there's anyone that's trying to destroy you with this secret. And I think that that's what you're fearing. That something is going to get out of hand, that something is going to get out of control. Could be a relationship that is a secret. That's why I said that this was getting juicy. So some of you could be dealing with an Aries. And we got pride coming out here. And what I think this is about is It's like you're butting heads. You're butting heads maybe because you feel like it's your duty, or like there's something that you have to defend, or that you have to defend. You may be dealing with someone whose name starts with a J, a K, or an L, first name, last name, middle. The next we got here is fear. What have we been talking about? Your worst fears being realized. That's what you're worried about happening. You could be dealing with someone whose name starts with an M, an N, or an O. Admiration. That's also what this could be about. So there could be some jealousy here. Jealousy of you, or maybe someone came in and they're like breaking down walls, or like causing a ruckus, causing a stir. And you may admire this person, or to some people, they're viewing you this way this weekend. The number 7 may be significant. Something could be happening 7 days from now. You could be born on the 7th day. You could be a life path 7. 7 p.m., 7 a.m. may be significant. Or July. I don't know why I said it like that. July may be significant. You may be Jewish. So next we got June. The month of June may be significant to you. And this one says, I am not a mind reader. So this card has a few different meanings behind it when I made it. And the first is, it could be telling you that the solution to some issues that you may have is communication. You're dealing with someone who really does need things. They need you to come at them directly. Definitely could be if you're dealing with an Aries. So you're dealing with someone who doesn't want you to beat around the bush. They really want you to give it to them straight. And of course, this could be vice versa. You may feel like someone is, it's like they get increasingly upset with you and annoyed with you, but it's like they're not telling you what's wrong. It's like they're just, they're maybe telling other people, or they're keeping it to themselves. So you may want someone to feel like they can come to you with their issues before they go to anybody else. Or someone may feel this way about you, like they want you to come to them before you go to anybody else. And they want you to know that it's okay to do that, that you don't have to sit in this energy and feel like that. That's what I have for you, Leo. Have a great weekend. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Hi, Virgo. Let's see what's going on for you guys for this weekend, October 22nd to the 24th. Eight of Cups. So I feel like you guys just want to leave everyone behind, like leave the whole world behind. Like I feel like you're done with people. You are done with people. It's like there is this whole like, I think that you're tired of the games that people play. And the games in particular that I'm talking about, I think that they are power struggles. You know, it's like everyone wants to be the one that has the most power. Everyone wants to be the one that has the ability to do damage to the other. And it's like they get some kind of sick pleasure out of having the upper hand. And there aren't, well, I'm not going to say there aren't enough people who are, I'm just not going to say that. What I am going to say is that the whole world is not like this. But I think that around this time, you're making the executive decision to just believe people once they've shown you who they are, and you are. I think that you want to stop trying. I think that you want to stop trying. I think that you want to stop making it work. And it's just so frustrating when you show up to a situation and you genuinely invest in it, when you genuinely give to the situation. Virgo, you guys are not going to do something halfway. So you show up 100% and you put 100% into it, and there are some people that are okay with not matching that energy. That's just the sad fact of life. You know, not everyone is going to perform the way that you perform. Not everyone can do the things that you can do, and not everyone is going to have the same amount of compassion and depth of understanding that you do. Like, I feel like you are very considerate, and I feel like you want better for yourself. And you'll find it. It's out there. That's for sure. For some of you, it's a water sign. I think that some of you guys are being recognized perhaps by a water sign. And I think it has a lot to do with that same effort that we were talking about. So it's like in some areas of your life, you are punished because it's like you put that effort in the wrong place, or you like put it in the hands of people who are not deserving. And then in other areas of your life, you are being rewarded for that same amount of effort because you put it in the right place. And you weren't actively seeking fame or acclaim. You were just being true to yourself. You were just being real. It has a lot to do with your standards. It has a lot to do with how you carry yourself and the quality of work that you're doing, or the quality of your relationship, of what you bring to a relationship, what you bring to a connection. I think that there's a water sign that's leaving. Could be Scorpio, could be Pisces. I don't want to never see you again. Yeah. Bear with me. Let's just let's get some identifiers for you, and then we're going to talk about these. I'm going to talk in a second, guys. Just taking it all in. Okay. Yeah, I wanted one more. Okay. All right. So let's talk about what's here. Virgo, with the Eight of Cups and the overall energy, I think that there is something that you want to leave, and it's like once you make the decision to move on from something, that's when things get better. And it's less about what you're moving on from, and it's more so about what you're choosing. And I think it's important around this time that you choose yourself. Going into this weekend, I pulled a lot of cards for just a weekend read, but I think going into this weekend, it's really, you're seeing a lot of answers to some pending questions that you had about whether or not something or someone is worth your time or worth your effort. I think that you, like I said, are not going to do something halfway. And I think that a lot of the conclusions that are happening around this time, that are happening around this weekend, it's like they have a lot to do with you finally understanding that some things are just not your responsibility to teach people. And as much as you want to hold their hand, as much as you want to make them understand, as much as you want to make them get it, as much as you want to make them love you back, if that person is not ready, if that person is not willing, then you have to let them sort through their shit on their own. Because there is the difference between someone that doesn't care and excuse me, someone who doesn't care and someone who does. The difference is night and day. The way that you feel in it is different. It feels like you're being valued. It feels like work is being done, that the feeling is mutual. That's my stomach, guys. I'm gonna have some dinner in a sec. So if you guys are dealing with a Pisces, I think that yeah, it is. It could definitely be a Pisces. If you guys are dealing with a Pisces, I think that the Pisces is scared, or the water sign is scared or concerned. And I think that you're viewed in a very nice light, Virgo. You're viewed in a very nice light, and I'm hearing at your best, you are love. Check that song out. There's an Aaliyah version that's pretty good, and Frank Ocean does a version as well. So at your best, Virgo, you are love. You're the constant motivating force within someone's life. That is who you are. That is what people have come to expect from you. What people love about you. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I need to eat something. But yes, just to wrap this up here, work is looking really good. Work is looking really good, and I think it's okay if you spend some time this weekend, thinking on what's really your responsibility, and have an objective look at how you've been spending your time, how much you've been doing, and give people that same amount of time and space. But this fear here about like expressing love, I do think that it could definitely be you. It could definitely be you that feels this way. Oh, look, we got, oh my gosh, Libra. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra. Someone that has Libra placements, someone who is they're not sure. They're not sure, Virgo, and like I said, it's not your job to teach them. Some of you could very well, yes, be dealing with a Libra. We got April. The month of April may be significant in some way, shape, or form. You could be dealing with an Aries or a Taurus, or you could have one of those placements. A Capricorn. Yeah, definitely. Libra, Capricorn. So work may be involved here, some kind of talks of arrangements or deals. A Leo is significant around this time as well. The person that you're dealing with or you may have brown eyes. I'm also hearing brown-eyed girl. Either you or the person you're dealing with, your initials may start with a G, an H, or an I. And the last card that we got here is very appropriate. Courage. I think that everyone in this read could use a little bit more of that, and I think that that's what the situation is lacking. You or the person or persons, your initials may start with an M, an N, or an O, and we got the number 6, which is interesting because Virgo is the 6th house. So it wants you to get in touch with yourself, get in tune with yourself again and your routine. Get a hobby. I didn't mean for it to sound like that, but yeah, keep busy. I think that productivity is good, and I think that you're channeling your energy really wisely. So I think that you can trust yourself to make the right decisions for yourself about who you love, how you love, what you pursue, and how to spend your time. This caught my eye earlier too. What does this say? How do you do the things that you do? You are unbelievable to them, Virgo. They have never met or encountered anyone like you in their life. This was your read. Thanks for joining me here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Hi, Libra. Let's see what's going on with you guys this weekend. All right. 3 of Cups. So, enjoying yourself. Are you? I'm also hearing "arr." I don't know. So you may be watching Pirates of the Caribbean or something, or there's something here about pirates. You may be are you a pirate for Halloween if you celebrate? Anyways, so Three of Cups, yes, there could definitely be a coming together of sorts here. Yeah, definitely with the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck as well. So this looks like a party of some kind, or like some type of outing, some type of event, and it looks like it's filled with good vibes only. The Three of Pentacles came out anyways. Three of Cups, the Sun, Three of Pentacles. What a beautiful start to the reading. But every time that I stop at the bottom of the deck, there is this negative energy kind of just like driving. It's like, it's almost like it's tainting the fun. It's like it's the stick in the mud. Yeah, definitely stick in the mud energies, or like Debbie Downer vibes. Like that's what I'm talking about. I don't think this is your energy. We got the Hierophant in reverse. This looks like the end of a relationship, or I just feel like you, at the very least, your mind has changed about someone. This wanted to come out in the reverse, so let's just be, we're gonna take it as such. Far too much, but we are gonna look at them. So let's get some identifiers for you as well while we're at it. I'm gonna talk in a sec. The cards just don't want to come out. Okay. All right. So Libra, as I was saying, there is a coming together that's happening here. Like, I feel like you guys have plans this weekend. You guys have plans this weekend, and I feel like for some of you, the plans are falling through. Or it's like the way that you view the situation, the way that you view someone, it has changed drastically. And I think that there's been like a, you're not looking at someone in a very nice light. This could be someone that is dramatic. It's like they can't be relied on. It's like I don't know, it's just like making plans with them is a nightmare, is what I'll say. Making plans with them is a nightmare. And it's like you almost regret even bringing the subject up, because it's just like, you know, it's going to be an issue. Ultimately, though, it looks like you move forward with it. I feel like you somehow manage to maintain the thing, as you always do. You keep it going despite how you feel. I feel like you grin and bear it, and you like try to get the job done, or you like try to have a good time, whatever it is here. I feel like you manage to power through it. Looking at your identifiers here, we have infatuation. So you may decide to grin and bear something, or go through with something here because of just how much you care for the people that are involved. For some of you, it could be family or someone who you consider to be irreplaceable in your life in some way, shape, or form, or at least they hold some type of value to you. For some of you, that could be changing. You know, not everybody's going to make it work. Saying sorry doesn't always fix things. Next we got here is you're just too good to be true. So this can be taken a couple different ways. Either someone is behaving in a way that is completely unbelievable, and it's ridiculous to think that they would make it this complicated, or that they would be this difficult, or bring so much drama to the situation. Actually, I don't think that there's two sides to that energy. I think that that's what that card is representing. Next, we got here hazel eyes. So you could have hazel eyes, or the people or the person that is coming to your mind around that you're dealing with this weekend. They could have hazel eyes, or yes, they could smoke. We got the letters J, K, L, maybe significant. The number 9. You could be dealing with an Aries. Next, we got here gaslighting, and that's certainly how the tarot looked. Yeah, cards upside down. That's certainly how the tarot looked, didn't it? So, I think that somebody wants to be left alone, or it's like someone is purposely not leaving someone alone, because it's like they're doing something that they know annoys someone, because they want to get some kind of control over this person, or it's like they want to irritate this person, or it's like they want them to have a more difficult time. It's like, I'm hearing here, someone wants to make someone spend money, wants to make someone pay for something. We got green eyes, and we got the number 5. So someone could have green eyes here, and the number 5 may be significant. Also 9 to 5. So some of you could be looking for a job, maybe getting tired of your job, tired of the 9 to 5, and you maybe want to work a different schedule, or maybe work for yourself. This was your reading, Libra. I hope that you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also vote on the polls that are in the community section when they come up for the picker cards. I really want to make more content that you guys enjoy. I'll see you next time. Hey Scorpio, let's take a look at what's going on for you guys this weekend. It's going to be your weekend energy update. If you watched any of the other groups, then you may have noticed that I am using a different deck, in addition to this being filmed at a different time the next day. Actually, a couple days after. But maybe, you know, the other set of you are just in a different energy. And I just wanted to follow this and see. Okay, let's see what's going on. Ace of Swords. Definitely made the right decision using this deck. So this weekend for you guys is about the truth overall. That's what's coming out. I pulled 9 cards. That is kind of a lot for the weekend, but it's cool. We're just going to go with it. So the Ace of Swords. You can't handle the truth. And it may not necessarily be you. Could be people that you're dealing with. I think that a lot of you are you're very expressive. And I think that it's self-expression, Scorpio. I think that you're speaking your mind a lot more. You're more open about your likes and your dislikes. You're more open about what you want and what you don't want. You're very clear. You're very clear. You are very clear. It's gonna be this way. It's not gonna be that way. You don't want to do, you know, it's like you're not listening to anybody and what they want you to do. You're placing a lot of value around this time on what you want. Eight of Wands. I almost said Ace of Wands, but I mean, it is that energy. 10 of Pentacles. So for some of you, you want to leave. And that's the truth. And maybe you have been dancing around it, like you've been playing with the idea, but I just feel like playtime is over. There is an air sign, it's an Aquarius, and I feel like this person feels in some way obligated to your time, obligated to your attention. It's like they feel like you owe them something. And you're really not about to play that game. I think that you've been putting up with it for far too long, and I think that if you're not holding your tongue when it comes to this person anymore. It could definitely be a family member. Beautiful. Let's get one more, and then we're going to talk about what's here. Kind of, yeah, I was going to say we kind of stumbled through the reading, but I think that is a perfect representation for what you're going through looks like, or maybe even feels like. There's that quote, speak the truth even if your voice shakes. And that's the energy that I'm getting with this. I think that you're not holding back because something needs to be said. And I don't get that you are being careless. Um, well, okay, let's just, okay, wait, hold on. All right, hold on. Let's get organized and then we're gonna like get into it. But I did want to grab some identifiers so you can help, to help you identify who this reading may be about. If you don't already, if your intuition isn't already telling you, you'll know if this is your message. That's far too many. I do want more though. Okay. So let's talk about what's here. There is definitely an air sign. There's an air sign, like I said, it's probably an Aquarius. It's an Aquarius. This person is very opportunistic. This person is very manipulative, and they have a hyperactive imagination. They have a lot of energy, and oftentimes I feel like that energy is directed towards you. It's like it has this, it's like your relationship and your foundation with this person is what pays the price. And it's because of the way that they approach it. For many of you, I think it's because of the way that they communicate. This person, they are very disrespectful. And I feel like they're the type of person to tell you, like, they look at what you're going through. It's like you could be having a difficult time with something, and this is the kind of person that would look at you and you know, make you feel stupid for having a hard time with it, because it's something that they perceive to be easy, or it's something that they like. Yeah, they feel like there shouldn't be a problem. They feel like that like there shouldn't be an issue. And for some of you, you may feel like this person shouldn't be so much of a problem in your life, perhaps because of who they are, the role that they're occupying. It's like this is the kind of person that perhaps should be on your side. But that's not what's happening with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and it ends in you just wanting to throw your hands up and wanting to walk away, wanting to leave. And for many of you, the reason why you're choosing to walk away, if it's not obvious enough, is because you do want better for yourself. You deserve to be treated a certain way. You are a person of value. Nine of Pentacles, and I love that you guys are remembering this about yourselves, because no one deserves to stay in something like this. And if it's a situation where, because it is close to home, you maybe feel like you don't have a lot of freedom, like you can't move, or maybe like you don't have a lot of say, then what's best is that the what you must manifest during this time, what you must work on, is cultivating strong boundaries. And many of you have done this already, and I think that's, you would have to be able to not lose touch with your value, and you would have to have developed boundaries to feel like you deserve better, to want better for yourself. So you're not starting from zero. So you've been doing this work, and I just think that you're dealing with someone who, unfortunately, it's like you were forced to develop that thick skin. In the way that they were acting, it's like it's like now you have to be a monster. Now you have to stand up to them. You have to set the record straight. We got the Ace of Pentacles, the Moon card, and well, to wrap this up here, I think that there is an expense that's pretty big. I think that you're paying it this weekend, but you will be okay. Anything that you spend, you will get back. You will. Now, the Ace of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Ten of Swords. Yeah, I think that some of you maybe are worried about money because of a big expense. But you don't need to, I feel like you don't need to control something that is, you can trust the process that you have in play. You can trust the plan that you have in place. Let's take a look at your identifiers and we're going to talk a bit more. All right. So first up here we have is pride. I think that anyone who is particularly difficult to deal with around this time, it's essential that you understand that it's an issue of their own creation. If you are in a no contact situation with someone, it is because they don't want to admit that they're wrong. You're dealing with people who have a difficult time facing the truth. See how she's like turning away? They have a difficult time acknowledging your version of the story. And I think that it would require them to apologize. It would require them to take accountability. But this is someone who is more likely to what's the word? This is someone that is more likely to make amends. It's like penance. So they're more likely to make up for it by their actions. And that may be a good thing, you know, depending on the kind of change that you're wanting to see. So we got the letters G, H, and I. You may be dealing with someone whose initials start with one of those. And we got love. This was in the reverse, but I don't really take reversals for these. It's more so about the message. Interesting. We have love and pride here. The number 1. And this could be, you know, plain and simple, the number 1, or you could be dealing with an Aries. The first of the month may be significant. I'm also hearing the 1st and the 15th. The number 8. Conversations about money. I do think that, yes, you are very focused on making it. You're very focused on having it, on attaining it. I think you're destined to be quite wealthy. Many of you have been wealthy for a very long time. We got the letters Y and Z. All right, someone may have those as their initials. And we got brown eyes and Taurus. You may be dealing with a Taurus. Yeah, the Taurus energy was in the middle of the read too. So things with the Taurus, I would say that they're up and down. They're bittersweet. I think that finding understanding with this person is difficult sometimes because, like, the point is that it is ultimately getting better. That's why I said that this was beautiful, because we had the Ten of Swords here. So something is shifting where you feel like you're being controlled less. You're being manipulated less. All right, this was your read, Scorpio. Thanks for joining me here. I'll see you next time. Hey, Sag. Welcome to your weekend energy check-in. Let's see what's going on for you guys. am using a different deck for the second half of the signs. Doing this reading on a different day. So the energy is just, I feel like it's different for you guys. So the overall energy for this weekend is the 10 of Wands. And I like that because I think that a load is being taken off of your shoulders. There's something here about a load. Some of you guys, I don't know, maybe you're doing laundry. That's definitely like a Saturday thing. But yeah, it's reading as the end of a difficult situation, Sag. I think that you're worrying about the opinions of others less. And if you aren't, you need to worry about the opinions of others less. We got the star coming out here next. Absolutely beautiful. As I said, the end of a difficult situation, and it feels like it's only, like you can only go up from here. I think that there's something that maybe you guys have been planning for some time, something that you guys have been working on, and you are seeing the fruits of your labor. There could be an Aquarius that is significant. I'm hearing say yes. It's funny because the Chariot card and the Judgment card both came out with that say yes energy. The Tower card and the 9 of Pentacles. Anything else for Sag? What's the outcome? Okay. Let's grab some identifiers for you. Okay. All right, let's talk about what's here. So, Sag, I think that you've been exerting a lot of energy on something or with something in a situation, whatever that is. While I was shuffling, I kept getting that yes man energy. It's like you are the one that people reach out to. You are the one that people rely on. You are a irreplaceable resource. I'm also hearing unmistakable resource. Your gifts, your talents, your expertise. You're irreplaceable in so many ways. And I think that I think that this weekend, what you're really wanting to do, what you are needing to do is do a bit more for yourself, because Okay, so here's the thing. You have a lot to show for the energy that you've been putting out there, right? And I do think that it is appreciated, yes. But the more you say yes to other people, the more you do for other people, it's like you make more work for yourself. Sometimes saying no is one of the kindest things that you can do for yourself. And a lot of you are you can be yes men. And it's like you find yourself in these situations this weekend where, or just around this time of the month, this time of the year, where you're doing things for people, when you're taking on more projects. It's like you're doing things that you don't really want to do, and you're saying yes, you're going along with it because it's like you feel like you have a responsibility to, or it's like you feel like you have some kind of obligation to it. There's a new moon that is coming up. I'm not certain of the date, but that energy, or excuse me, that particular time is significant to you guys. I think that you'll have to make a choice. Some of you are being recognized. You're coming off as a very high value person. Like I said, irreplaceable in some way. I think that you guys were dealing with a Cancer, and this person is going through it, but it doesn't have anything to do with you. I think that this person made their bed. I think that your conscience is clear. And I need you to not feel like you were in any way responsible for what happened to this person. Because you're not. You were showing up. They were not. You were doing the work. They were not, or they are not. So I think that whatever becomes of the situation, whatever happens, it's what was meant to happen. It was destined to happen. It was bound to happen. Having people are nice. Wow, okay. Having people is nice, but you don't need people. What I'm trying to say is like you thrive even when you're abandoned. You thrive even when you're left for dead. Let's take a look at your identifiers. So we got yes. I laughed earlier because that definitely came through. We were picking up on that energy. My intuition was honored about that. Next we got haters. You really can't escape them, Sag. They'll always be a factor. And I feel like for someone, you know, if any of you were left alone or like made to take on the majority of the work, or you're dealing with people who are being dramatic on purpose, who are being problematic on purpose, I think it's because they are haters. We got the letters A through C, so you could be dealing with someone whose name starts with an A, a B, or a C. Next here is let go or be dragged. So, like I said, there's some things that are out of your control, and I think that what's happening to these haters, it's not your responsibility, especially if it's a Cancer. We said that, right? So next we got here fear. This person is worried. This person is going through it. And then we got the number 2, and we got infatuation. It's important for you guys to think positively around this time. This weekend, like I said, say yes to yourself. That's your assignment. Say yes to yourself. It's also what that Cancerian energy could be about. Some of you, I feel like maybe you get scared sometimes to speak up, get scared to express yourself. And I don't think that that's something that happens frequently. I just think that if it ever happens, it's because like you have a good reason for not speaking up. It's like you have a good reason for just grinning and bearing something. But that's not happening around this time. I say that because the fear card is here. You know? So it's like you'll try to fix it, you'll try to maintain it, you'll try to do all you can to keep the situation going. But it's gotten to a point where it is exhausting. And you feel like maybe people are going to like look at you a different way. Maybe you feel like people are going to judge you if you say some shit that really like, if you choose yourself. You know, but you're speaking the truth. You're speaking the truth. Therefore, you should have no fear. This was your reading, Sag. Thanks for joining me here. I'll see you for the November read. Bye. Hi, Capricorn. Let's see what's going on for you guys this weekend. Overall energy, we got the King of Swords. I think that you are very cut and dry around this time. Or at least that's how it appears on the surface. I think that that's how other people are seeing you, the people closest to you. I'm talking about the people that you interact with on a day-to-day basis. I think that you're putting a bit of distance in between you and some of these people, or you want to. You are making the executive decision to be more selective about who you have in your life, and you're coming to an understanding about whether or not something is worth it. And I think that you're approaching it with a very level head. I think you're approaching it with a clear mind. And you're seeing the situation from all sides. You're seeing the situation from all angles. You may be dealing with an air sign. Could be a Libra. 6 of Wands. 4 of Wands. Fabulous. So you're walking with your head tall, you're walking with your head high. I feel like you guys don't have time for bullshit. You guys don't have time for anything that's just going to add more stress into your life. Yeah, you're done with it. some big energy. I don't think I've been cutting the decks today. All right, Capricorn. Messages for Capricorn. One more. Okay. All right. Let's talk about what's here. So, yes. Your energy around this time, like I said, it's very no nonsense. That's the way that it's reading. I think that you don't have time for games. You're not really playing about what you want. There is this energy of an executive decision being made. You are taking control of a situation, and I think that you are deciding to, it's like, I don't know, are you, so for a set of you, it's like you're holding off on doing something or saying something. You're holding off on taking some step because maybe you're waiting for a better opportunity. You're waiting for a better chance. You're waiting for a better shot to, for some of you, it's like you're waiting for some people to leave, or you're waiting for someone to leave before you can move, before that transition happens with you. You may be getting a bit annoyed with an air sign. Like I said, could be a Libra, could also be a Scorpio. And I just feel like you're kind of over it. You're kind of over it. And I think that you're witnessing someone's relationship here is going through some kind of change, like it's on the mend. And it could be yours, or it could be the relationship of someone else's relationship, but these people are like close to you. So like that's what could be happening here. So it might be like a friend group, or yeah, it might be a friend group, or it might be family members. But there is an energy here of things being on the mend, an end to toxic energy. If you guys are dealing with, I do think that there's an Aries that you want to see. There's an Aries that you want to spend time with. If you guys are dealing with a Scorpio, well, the relationship with the Aries, let's wrap that up. Oh, so you may be wrapping it up with an Aries. It may be coming to an end. So it reads like that for a different set of you, for a set of you. And then for a different set of you, the way it reads is that this relationship is changing for the better. The end of this difficult situation and this dawn that is now, this dawn that is approaching. The rough patch is over. If it was an argument, if it was I'm hearing like tension here. I do see that dissipating this weekend. So with the Aries, Queen of Cups, this person, if there was ever any question about how they feel about you, I think the Queen of Cups is a positive sign, but this is a person who doesn't love you more than they love themselves. And by that I mean, but it doesn't read as toxic. It's reading as self-love. It's like this person does care about you and they care about your relationship, but at the same time, it's like they will never like lose themselves in someone. This is someone who's very, very strong-minded, very independent, and they don't need anybody else to affirm them. That's also what this Queen of Cups energy is, but that doesn't mean that they wouldn't like to be affirmed. And that's the thing about Aries. It's like they don't need it, but they need it. Or they don't need it, but they want it. They might not need you, but they want you, or vice versa. You might not need this person, but you want them. Or you don't need this person or want this person and you're leaving. So it could be read a few different ways. There are quite a few of you out there. And when it comes to, so if you are dealing with the Scorpio, I think that things are good there as well. So taking a look at your identifiers, if you had a question, something that you've been looking for the answer to, we got the yes card that came out for you, that came out for Sag as well. You could be dealing with the Sagittarius. We got the X card, so you may be dealing with, yeah, I did get the energy here of, I feel like someone is about to become your ex. Like you may be breaking up with someone this weekend. Or your ex may be trying to contact you or communicate with you. The next card we got here is Call Me, and I think that somebody wants you to call them. I think it's less about you wanting someone to call you. We got the August card. August may be significant. You may be dealing with someone whose initials start with a V, a W, or an X, or a place that starts with one of these letters may be significant. We got April, February, and March. This is the most months that have come out for a reading. So spring next year is what this looks like. Will be a pretty big, will be a pretty important time of the year for you. You may have something planned around that time, or you could be dealing with people who are born in these months. All right, this was your reading here, Capricorn. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also participate in the pick a card polls when they're posted. I want to make more content that you guys want to see. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Hi, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on for you guys for this weekend. I'm doing this reading one more time, so let's see if it'll be straightforward. Not likely. So perhaps you're dealing with a situation that, so you're dealing with a situation where you're hoping that things will change for the better, or you're hoping that the outcome that you will come by, that it's going to catch you off guard for once and be positive. I just feel like there's been interactions with people or with a person in particular, or some kind of project. And the thing about it, it's like every time that you interact with this person, every time you talk to this person, it never goes the way that you expect it. So it's like there's this element of unpredictability to the situations that you're dealing with this weekend. There's some things that you just can't plan for. Try as you might. There's some things that no amount of preparation will get you ready for. This Ten of Pentacles keeps coming out in the reverse, and I don't know. It's like people's lives are being turned upside down. It's being revamped. They're seeing that the way that they're seeing that what they have built, it's like it must. I feel like someone is just like tearing something up, and it's just like, no, it's all wrong. It's all wrong. It's not at all what you thought it would be. It's not at all what you expected it to be. Yeah. They're not at all who you expected them to be or who you thought they were. So there's a relationship maybe with a Sagittarius. A Sagittarius that is it looks like it's ending, or at the very least, yeah, no, it looks like it's ending. And I think that it's based off of principle. Like you're agreeing to disagree with someone. They're not behaving the way that you thought they would. You maybe thought that you knew this person, thought that you understood this person, thought that you had an understanding with this person, and you're coming to realize that you guys want different things, and I mean, that's okay. Of course it sucks, because there's a lot that has been given to this situation, there's a lot of years put into this. But somebody feels like they were lied to. Or someone's been lying about their feelings. Something here was ruined for someone. And it's like, that's what's being undone. The good wants to come out. The good wants to happen to come in now and realign things. And it's like that justice is going to look different for each of you. For some of you, it looks like you leaving or this person leaving. For some, it looks like taking accountability for the things that you did or the things that you said. For someone that you're dealing with has to take accountability for the things that they did or for the things that they said. For how they made the other person feel. What a mess. Okay, let's talk about what's here. The jig is up, and I think that something is breaking down, something that was never right to begin with. I think that the intentions behind it, the intentions that fueled it, I don't think that they were the best intentions. I don't think that someone had someone's goodwill in mind. And it's because of that it has to break down. It's because of that the chickens are coming home to roost. Someone has to pay for what they did, and someone has to answer to someone else. Someone has to answer for their crimes. When it comes to the Sag, okay, so like I said, because that's what this looks like up here. If you guys are dealing with the Sag, that situation has come to an end, or it is ending, or it's breaking down. And the issue here, I think, may have something to do with effort and expectations. You maybe expected this person to be doing more, or expected this person to move in a certain way, and they have their own ideas about the way that they're gonna move in it. And it's like, sure, that they'll listen to you. They'll sit there and hear you out about the plans that you have and about how you want things to go, but that doesn't mean that they're going to do anything different. I think that there is another fire sign, and it could be an Aries. There's another fire sign, and I think that you're displeased with the situation, because I feel like there's something that you weren't able to manifest with this person, or manifest in this situation. It's like you have this feeling of uneasiness, or that feeling like it's unsatisfied. That's what it is. Unsatisfied with the proceedings. So there may be something here about a court case. And I don't think that the results are positive. Now, you want to work the relationship. There is that energy here as well. Somebody does want to come to some kind of agreement, come to some kind of understanding. Like, I'm hearing like negotiation. But it seems impossible, and are you intimidated? Or maybe you feel as though you may be intimidated by someone, or intimidated by your circumstances, or someone feels this way about you, and therefore they can't come towards you. I didn't just pull that word out of thin air. It's the one here at the top, intimidation. That's the one that came up first for you guys. You may be dealing with someone whose name starts with a D, an E, or an F. Or you may be dealing with a location, an event, a place that starts with one of those letters, and it's significant for this weekend. We got Leo. You could be dealing with a Leo. An Aries. We said that. The month of November is significant. So I feel like something went down maybe last November, or this November, next month, could be when things are coming to a head, the next time that there'll be a major energy shift. Courage. That's always good to see, and it looks like that's needed around this time, especially in the face of fear. So, Aqua, there is something, like I said, there's an unsettled feeling here. Expecting the worst, not really knowing what's going to happen or what's going to come next. Next, we got here isolation. There is someone that you can't come towards. We said that. Or can't go towards. Maybe you feel intimidated by this person, or that this person is unapproachable. Maybe you can't contact this person. Or vice versa, they can't contact you. Sexual tension. I don't know that the energies this month really needed that added in there, but there is some, definitely, between maybe you and the fire signs. There's unfinished business, something is unresolved, there's something is unspoken. So there could be someone that you guys are really attracted to, but maybe you feel like this person is too good to be true, or like they're out of your league, or yeah. Could be a Pisces as well. That was the last one that was here. But the energy here is very attractive. Aries, Leo, Pisces. I'm talking about very attractive people. That's for sure. The prettiest people do the ugliest things. For the road to riches and diamond rings. Shout out to Kanye West. All right, this was your reading, Aqua. I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, please participate in the pick a card polls when they're posted in the community section of the channel. Just so I'm choosing topics that you guys would like to see. I love you. Bye. Hi, Pisces. Let's see what's going on for you guys this weekend, shall we? Overall energy for you, we have the Ace of Cups. Love is in the air, love on the brain. I think that people want to give it to you. And some of you, I think that you're getting more and more used to what to do with it. And I know that sounds strange, but it's like, it's that thing, love that is that kind of thing where if you are used to getting it all your life, you're used to you're used to being exposed to being loved a certain kind of way. Over time, you know, you may grow used to it, just because it's always it's expected. It's always been a factor, and has no doubt has a very positive effect on your ability to give that love to others. But if you have gone a very long time without being loved or cared for or appreciated, or being exposed to the kind of love that is unconditional, it can catch you off guard when it shows up. So that's why I say you're getting more used to knowing what to do with it, because I think that the past year has been very eye-opening to you. We got the Queen of Pentacles, High Priestess, Eight of Swords, Eight of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. The past year has been very eye-opening to you, Pisces. And I think that in so many ways, it's helped you find happiness. It's helped you to find peace. I think that you see yourself as deserving. You see yourself as worthy. And this weekend, there is someone who thinks and feels this way about you. And it's coming from a source that maybe you weren't expecting. So it looks like a nice surprise. And it's not one that you it's one of those things where you never knew you needed it until you got it. You had just been so in your mind about what you thought it would be, what you thought it should be. And it's like now that you are in the presence of it, it has opened your mind about how you view it, right? It's like it's changed the definition of it for you. It's taken on a deeper meaning, a different meaning. It's positive. And I know that I'm just giving like a high level overview of their energy right now because we're going to talk about them again. I'm grabbing some identifiers for you now, so we can get some insight as to who this reading is about, who the people are. Is there anything significant that you need to know to help you identify? Let's get one more. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about what's here. I think that you guys are unsure about how someone feels about you. And I think you want to know how this person feels about you because you, well, for a couple different reasons, you want to know if they care. It's like you're just trying to figure out what they want to do, what they want to happen, in order to discern whether or not you should continue to try, in order to discern whether or not something is worth it to maintain. That's what these three cards up here are about. And I think that if you are being really honest with yourself, I think that the conclusions that you are coming to is that a departure does need to happen here, or a departure is happening. A separation of sorts. Also because we have isolation here. We're gonna look at these again, but it was just right there on top, just screaming at us. So you might be dealing with someone who has the tendency to be loud, boisterous, obnoxious in some cases. And rarely is it coming from a bad place. I just think this person is passionate in the way that they express themselves. And you are too, but passion can be expressed in more than one way, right? So you got there's a difference in the way that things are expressed. And that, I feel, has made communication very difficult. And I think the answer is no. If there's a question that you're thinking about. Now, for some of you, okay, before I talk about that, before I talk about the Aries, like I said, there are some things changing when it comes to how you view your relationships, how you view, I just said there was 11/11 when I said that, that's how long the video was. So there is this, yes, something is changing when it comes to how you view love, how you view your relationships, how you are and how you operate in them. And I think that someone has had an influence on your life, just the experience of loving someone, of knowing someone. It's like it has, things have shifted here, things that you maybe thought since childhood. It's like this looks like wild-hearted, like liberated. Someone is now loving more freely, loving more openly because of the exposure that they had to this person. You may be this influencer to someone close in your life. But the energy certainly could be, oh, there was another card that fell down here. We'll put that right there, we'll get to that. So let's talk about the Aries now. I think that you've had some time to get to know the Aries, and you've had some time to think about what you want. I think that you know that this person has good intentions. I'm hearing see no evil, speak no evil. So I think that may be this person's approach. Those are their intentions, to see no evil, to see no evil, to speak no evil. And this could also be how you are approaching this relationship. I do think it's one that you care about. This looks like a very happy situation. I think that it feels good to be in it. It feels familiar to you in so many ways. It feels comfortable, it feels authentic, it feels real. For many of you, you don't have many real people like this in your life. And I think that time spent away from this person just makes that point. Taking a look at your identifiers, October may be significant. That was the card that fell, or whoa, hold up. That was the card that fell, but hey, this month may be significant because this was the month that you felt. Wow. I think that you felt something different. You felt something real, like you finally got the picture. You finally understood something, or you're finally understanding something post Aries full moon. So next we got here isolation. You could be dealing with someone who's a bit of an isolationist, like they spend a lot of time alone. They spend a lot of time alone. Or you may be distancing yourself from this person or just giving them their space. The next one we got here is let's just kiss and say goodbye. It is so sad, but we did speak about that energy of departure, of someone feeling like that was something that was necessary or something that had to happen. You could be dealing with someone whose name starts with an S, a T, or a U. The number 1, it's kind of echoing that independent energy, that energy of isolation. It's also a very Aries number. We got call me. This person may want you to reach out to them, or you may want to reach out to them, or you're like waiting for them to contact you. It's like, what are you doing? Oh, it's upside down. And Y and Z. Those letters may be significant. Could be someone's first or last name. Fear. Someone is definitely operating from fear. And I think that if this is a no contact situation, it is because, like I said, there's that energy of uncertainty, of not knowing, if it's worth it. Next, we got the month of May. So that month may be significant in the way that something could be happening next May, or you may be dealing with a Taurus or a Gemini. Next, we got here pleasure. I think it's no secret what you want to happen in between you and this person. It doesn't have to be entirely sexual. This could also just be you want things to be lighthearted. You just want to have fun with this person. You want to be in their energy. I'm getting that it's like infectiously enthusiastic. And I think that you have a good back and forth. You're equally dynamic. And next we got the card here, West. So this could have something to do with distance or have something to do with a trip. West is also like there's an energy coming with it of like a purification or a purge of sorts. So I think if the situation has gotten toxic or difficult to deal with, it's like the relationship really needs a cleansing. Everyone involved just needs to understand that the other person or the others are not their enemies. This was your read, Pisces. I hope that you guys have a great weekend. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.